Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Brown Dust 2 video. Alright, if you guys are not aware, we're gonna have the part 2 of the collaboration coming this week. So, let's have a look at the Mushoku Tensei Season 2. Alright, this is going to be part 2, that means we already have the part 1. This is going to be a different character altogether, and it's going to be none other than... Wow! ERIS, right here. Alright, we'll have two variants of her. This is going to be the first costume. And then of course we have the cat girl, ERIS. Ooh. Your very own cat. Okay, so I think the first one was, you know, more fan servicey. ERIS is pretty cool though. She's going to be a fire physical type. Scarlet Sword. Alright, so... it is going to be really difficult for a lot of players to want to like get all the collab characters maxed out because it's really expensive. Alright, like I'm just be real with you guys. If you guys are like pulling, make sure you guys decide carefully, because if you are getting the character up to +5, that means it's going to be limited to whether or not you will be able to obtain them right now or later, right? So let's talk about a couple of things. We're gonna talk about ERIS, give you guys my opinion, and then maybe we're gonna pull for her when she comes, and then we're gonna make the comparison. So here's the thing: Mushoku Tensei Reincarnation Season 2, Scarlet Sword. We're gonna have a new Fin boss, surprisingly. I thought we were gonna have the same one, but new season buff as well, from water to fire. Alright, so we're gonna have ERIS involved this time around. So we're gonna leave the story for later. There'll be an event battle as well for the other side of things. Alright, Fin Hunter is gonna be featuring a new boss called Berserker. Alright, so this is going to be a different one altogether. Now let's talk about the Scarlet Sword event store information. As you can see, there'll be plenty of new shop. Apparently, you can purchase various items at the event shop with the currency broken wooden sword acquired from each content. Okay, so I believe they are sharing the same one. Let me just try and double check, right? Because right now, if I'm not mistaken, ooh, the event is gonna go away soon. So we're gonna get this thing. Oh, so it is going to be different. So make sure you guys empty out the shop. You know, if possible. Of course, people always ask me what to buy. The best thing to buy is the Tear of Goddess, the draw tickets, the UR gear, and you want to buy this thing as well, the Talos fragment, which is used to upgrade the UR gear that you just buy. The SR gear, whether you buy it or not, is not that important. The UR gear is going to be the most important. Refining Crystal, always buy this. This is going to give you a ton of chance to improve your gears. The rest, I would not worry about it. The rest are farmable, alright? Obviously, 4-star rank up stars is really good. Ancient Crystals is really good, or allows you to buy more gears. But the crucial ones are the ones that I listed earlier, right? The rest, you can always slowly farm them throughout, alright? Like the slimes, the gold. The rank up stars depends on how many characters you have, but ideally, you know, I do have a lot of spare. So I'm going to buy this. Usually I buy the refining powder as well, right? Because I need more of those. I don't really need rank up stars or slimes that much because I have a lot of my characters maxed out personally. So I'm just going to stay with that. I'm going to go with this, and we're going to deal with the rest later. So let's talk about the new event and stuff, right? So let's have a look. What this is going to be, what we are getting in the shop, right? We're going to focus on the banners and the characters and have a look at the skills. So hopefully that's going to be the more important aspect of this particular patch notes. So as Team Adventurer ERIS, your very own cat ERIS, so these two banners are coming, and then alongside with that we got Knight of Blood Justia, Sword Breaker Alec. Very cool. Now, improvements of retry from the beginning function. What is this? A function to recall character actions when retrying from the beginning. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Alright, so let's talk about ERIS then, the new character. So as Team Adventurer ERIS, I believe you get one copy of this for free. I'm pretty sure... wait, maybe not, maybe it's only the other one. I'll try to check, because I remember I read it somewhere. I could be wrong, right? Because they have so many patch notes now. But most likely you don't really get this for free. Maybe it's just the other one. For ERIS, you might have to pull for her. But let's have a look then. As Team Adventurer ERIS, oh, it will be in the other patch notes. Let me double check. Oh, we do get one for free. Okay, right here. You can see we are going to have the one more dice event. So number of completion one time, you will be getting one copy for free. Okay, just like in the previous one. So that's good. This is on the separate patch notes, by the way. So let's look at what she can do. Alright, so as you can see, she deals physical damage, okay, to enemies equal to 300% of attack if the chain that overlaps the target with this attack is 7 or less. Okay, so it has to be less chain, then she will deal 600% of attack instead. Very interesting. Now, this range is really weird. Like, so it hits, like, the target is in the middle, it hits cross across and in front. I can see this being useful in PvP. Other than that, I still feel like the 3x3 tile from Leatrice, mid Leatrice is going to be better, right? So if you can see right here at +1, it will reduce her to 3 SP, deals physical damage to enemies 300%, everything is the same, right? 3 SP ideally is going to be a good stopping point if you intend to like get her to like a much more usable level, and then going anything above is going to be damage improvements, right? At +2, 75% increase, +3 is 450%, +4 and +5 go up to 600%. So that is quite a lot of damage. However, like I said, it feels like she's competing directly against mid Leatrice. So let me just show you guys who I'm talking about, right? So mid Leatrice seems to have a very similar concept overall. So I believe everybody are very familiar with her. So it's going to be this particular costume right here, right? So let's just show you guys. So at +5, she's going to be able to do 450% of attack. If the enemy is in a DOT, or continuous damage state, she will do 700% attack instead. And you can see, if you potentially liberate her, she will deal this 3x3 tile range. Now, I do think this tile range is going to be better than this tile range, right? Because like a 3x3, it just hits way more, alright? That's considering it doesn't matter what kind of boss, it just, because it's pretty much the same, and you just have more coverage, right? And one more thing is also for mid Leatrice, let me bring up the game again. So it's going to be 450%, 700%. So of course the multiplier is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be up to 600%, 900%. So this one is a little bit higher, right? But if we take into the range in consideration, I think it's going to be about the same, right? Because like you hit more tiles, if considering that every enemy is being hit in that case, that means that ensures your damage to be more in the end. So I think in the end, it's going to be about the same, alright, even though the multiplier is about lesser, and also mid Leatrice is probably easier to farm, alright, it's easier to +5 compared to her, right? ERIS is like, how many people will be able to get her to +5? Unless you're a whale, most likely you're just a +1 or a +2, right? Maybe at most +3, because like there's quite a lot of collab characters, and also you want to consider the next one, right? The next limited character, which is I believe a swimsuit character coming later. So there's just a lot of things to be taken into consideration. Like you got to take into consideration the cost and stuff like that, right? So one thing to take note as, and of course look at this, her physical damage increased by chain condition attack is going to increase as well by a ton. Okay, so increase up to 100%. So I don't really like her condition as much, because the condition is she has to have like a chain that's like 7 or less. That is going to be a big problem, because what if the boss have certain condition where you need to hit it within like certain 7 or 8 chains or more? That means it's going to be harder to justify or be able to benefit from the other stat. Whereas with Leatrice, you just gotta apply DOT in advance, and you can do that easily with, for example, Angelica, alright? Her neon costume has DOT. You can do it with like herself, right? Leatrice has the other costume that gives DOT. So it's just much easy to like synchronize and, you know, put her in the formation, I would say, right? This condition, I would say, it's going to be really, really hard. You have to limit yourself to not increase the chain, so she cannot be the last one to go in a way. So very, very interesting. So let's have a look at the other one. Alright, so this is going to be your very own cat ERIS costume. So what does the your very own cat ERIS costume has? And does this overlap with any of the other fire characters that we have? So this particular one, okay, so this is like the Ventana tile range. Very, very interesting. 6 SP? That's so expensive. Alright, 5 SP at +1. Again, they are making it a little bit budget friendly, but still, it is really expensive though. Attacks the enemy 5 times, inflicting physical damage, equal to 30% of attack with each attack. Additionally, the physical damage received by the main target increases by 100% for 4 turns. Okay. So she is a physical damage amplifier in a way. I think this is pretty good, right? If you think about it, this costume can serve a lot of purpose, right? But the problem, I mean, less likely a problem, but the best character that can do that right now, that can help amplify damage and improve a lot of things, is going to be Zenith. Alright, Zenith has an ability, let me just go here, show you guys. So if you look at it right here, right? She already has an ability that always increase target's incoming damage increased by 50%, right? And also she can apply concentrated fire in a way. And if you upgrade her all the way, she's like 0 SP. So Zenith is just hard to compete against. So if we look at this particular version, her damage is subpar, right? The damage is really low. 30% times 5 is like 150%, which is like kind of little, but you do get a little bit of 100% increased physical damage receive in return. Okay, I would say that's not bad if you are using her as a debuffer or an amplifier. It's not bad actually, but I would love to have like some sort of battery or something along the lines. And the one thing to also consider, you might look at an amount and be like, okay, this is better, right? 100% versus Zenith, which is oh, Zenith is also 100%, right? Zenith is also 100% later on. Notice how this describes targets incoming damage increased by 100%. That means this works with everyone. Whereas if you look at ERIS, it only increased physical damage received. That means physical damage amplification. If you use any magical team, those will not be able to increase a lot. And you know, there are some characters like Angelica, which is pretty much she is like crit damage based, but she's like more on the magical side, right? So she won't be able to benefit for this as well, which is a little bit upsetting actually, if you think about it, right? But other than that, +1 is definitely a must-have to decrease this to 5 SP. Still a little bit of the higher cost, and considering the tile range, I don't see why. Yeah, I don't see how this is like justifiable for 5 cost. That's really expensive. 125% goes up, 150% at +4. I would say it's a very, very good stopping point if you're looking for another amplification character, right? And then if you look at this SP consumption for the liberation, potential liberation goes down by 1 even further. That's very good. So she will become 4 SP. Increased skill range. Now that's very good. Increased skill range, increased physical. Okay, so she's pretty much a very, very strong debuffer. If you want to look at a strong fire debuffer, I guess. Increased skill range, 6 spaces left and right. 6 spaces left. Oh, I wonder what that means. 6 spaces left and right. So 1, 2, 3, 1. I'm guessing 1 more space left, 1 more space right. But that's 5 spaces. Where maybe there's like up and down as well. Huh. I'm curious to see what does this mean. Because if it goes left 6 and goes right 6, that would be too much, right? That would be like insane. But other than that, I'm gonna say for now, she's kind of she's an average unit. I wouldn't say she's bad, but she's definitely more niche. If you are looking for a debuffer, because we also have one more physical debuffer, and that is what's her name? This girl right here, Rafina. This particular costume can do the same thing. Alright, you can see right here, I'm going to increase all the way to +5, right? Attack 3 times. Look at this range. Look at this range, alright? Better range, attack 3 times. Alright, deals physical damage. Increase physical damage by 100% for 4 turns. Now if you potentially liberate her, it's 3 SP. Better range, 3 SP. If you really want like a physical amplifier, Rafina is just better, right? Now again, she might do less damage, but if you're looking for like specifically an amplifier, Zenith, Rafina is already there. So I guess ERIS is a mix of both. She can do a little bit more damage as well, and also considering that she attacks 5 times, she's able to like stack more chain, which is also good, right, against bosses. So I can see if you're running a purely physical team, you want to pair this with, you know, Leatrice and such, I can see the synergy there for sure. But I wouldn't go all the way. I wouldn't go like +5 because I don't see the need for that. maybe +1 for me, right? That should be a good stopping point. She is limited, I understand that. If you don't +5 her, you will never +5 her for the rest of your life. But hey, that's just a lot of characters. I do prefer... Ooh. I'm going to make a separate video, you know, trying to see which one is going to be better overall. But right now I'm thinking like ERIS, Leatrice, who is going to be better, right? So ERIS role selection will appear in the pickup. Okay, codename ERIS, wait, what is this? Codename ERIS costume will be added to Powder of Hope. Oh, okay, so this is for the later ones. And of course, if you guys are not aware, Therese, Desert Rubia, okay, this is going to be later for... Ooh, this is going to be very interesting. Therese, you can consider getting this. This is a very good buffer, definitely get that. Thorn of the Desert Rubia could be a decent option. Rodif Star Leatrice will be added as well. And Fire Graffiti Anastasia. Okay, so not bad, not bad. But for now, wrong game. For now, I would say I'm gonna try to make a separate video to try to compare between Roxy and... What's her name again? Oh shoot, I keep forgetting their names, man. Not familiar with the names. Roxy versus whatever her name is. ERIS. Okay, there's ERIS, there's ERIS in the game. Very confusing, very confusing. But ERIS versus Roxy, we're gonna see who is better. I'm right now leaning towards Roxy. And if you guys are undecided, don't worry about it too much because the banner will still last until the end of the... both of them, right? You can see. Both the banners right now, you can see there's still 15 days for both Roxy and ERIS. So if you are still deciding, want to make the decision, wait until the last day because you still have chance. You can get them from free draws. You never know. Sometimes you get lucky from these free draws. So yeah, just told you guys. I told you guys, sometimes you just get lucky from the free draws. Never underestimate the power of free draws. This has to be, I saw the notification. Look at that. Look at that. Never underestimate the power of free draws, alright? So free draws are always, especially for the weapon, alright? You never know. Sometimes you just get lucky, boom, you'll get the weapon. So pull it on the last day. Don't pull it immediately when the banner comes out. I mean, don't max it out. You can pull a couple copies, sure. But I don't see the need to max it out in the first couple of days, you know. Can always wait a little bit and see how it goes. Alright, so with that being said, that is going to be it for this video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.